Good evening, YouTube family. Today is Monday, September 16th, 2024. It's your man, Big D, and I'm back with another one. Before I speak on this next topic, I want to thank all of you that have taken the time out of your busy lives to go over to my son's channel, Illuminated D, to consume the content. The fact that you took time out of your busy day to go over to my son's channel to consume that content, that means a lot and it is greatly appreciated. And to that I say thank you. Today, my son, he dropped a video that was titled, Thinking About Joining the Military. And he touched on some key points that I wanted to further speak on. I remember when I enlisted in the military, I was a young man, not sure of what the military will hold for me, not sure as to, what my outcome would be. So I was a little nervous. At that point in my life, I had never traveled. I had never been anywhere outside of the United States, and even within the confines of the United States, I didn't travel that much because my mom, she didn't have a lot of money, so we just wasn't able to do that. Now, it wasn't back in the days when I was coming up and graduating from high school. It was one of those things where you either went to the military, you went to college, or you got a job in town at the local steel mill or the shipyard or something of that nature. So, I played some college football, but even then I still was, things still wasn't working out. Yeah, I was playing some college football. I was getting my education. However, somebody had to, there was still things that needed to be paid for. I had a partial scholarship, but the scholarship didn't pay for everything. So, I was kind of dependent upon my mom to kind of help me out, and I had to get a little part-time job and what have you. So, the whole college thing just wasn't working out. The ambitions of going to the NFL and hoping that I would be one of the fortunate few to get there, that didn't work out. So it got to a point in my life, I had to make a decision. And the decision I made was to join the United States Army. Well, as I said, I was a young man that didn't have a solid foundation. I had a foundation. I didn't get in any trouble. I wasn't a troublemaker. I didn't make any problems. But, I still didn't have what I felt I needed so that one day when I became, in my 30s and 40s and 50s and what have you, that I would be in a position where if I was married, I could better yet take care of my wife and what have you. I just wanted to elevate the conditions that I was in. So I joined the military, and I must say that looking back over the time I spent in the military, first and foremost, as my son stated, I had a blast. I got an opportunity to go to Korea, Germany. I got an opportunity to meet some phenomenal people, dudes that I'm still cool with today. And we talking about back in the 90s when I was in. And to this very day, I have people that I met in the military that to this very day, we are still friends. I'm talking about people that came from different parts of the country. I got one homeboy that's from Chicago. I got another friend that's from Georgia. I got another partner that's from Virginia. So, I met a lot of good dudes. And if that in and of itself is not a pro, I don't know what is, because in today's time, it is very difficult to meet genuine people, in particular men. So I didn't retire from the military. I spent a few years in the military, but because of the foundation that the military gave me, I was able to catapult, myself from getting out the military to contracting for the military. And, to be honest with you, as a civilian contractor, I traveled the world more than I did when I was serving in the military. However, I gotta say that had I not enlisted, I would have never had that opportunity. As my son stated, there are educational benefits. I was able to complete a master's degree because of my military benefits. I was able to buy a couple of homes because of my military benefits. To me, I think the military gave me the structure and the foundation that I needed to be successful when I decided to pursue a career in law enforcement. In life and with any job, nothing comes for free. Much is earned, but just as much has to be given. So I'm not going to sit up and tell you that it was easy in the military, because it wasn't. I mean, and it just depends on what you call difficult. Since I was just a city boy, a dude from the city, I didn't, I wasn't accustomed to, going out in the woods and doing field exercises. But, the more time you spend in the military, you get indoctrinated into the concepts and the philosophies of the military. One thing about the military is this: if you are a young person and you don't have any idea as to what you want to do with yourself, you have no idea as to what direction that you're heading, you're getting ready to graduate from high school, or maybe you graduated from high school, give the military some thought. Because nowadays, there are not too many jobs out there where you can go get a job and, you do your time, 20, 25 years, and you can retire. There are some jobs, but they're government jobs. They're, law enforcement, firefighters. There are, other governmental jobs that you can pursue. But I must say, out of all the jobs that I've ever had, the military was one of the most adventurous jobs that I'll never forget. Because of the military, the things that it did for me, it gave me the opportunity to go places that I had never gone. It gave me the opportunity to make money that I would have never made, tax-free money at that. It gave me the opportunity to get not only an associate's degree, but then a bachelor's of arts degree, and then on to a master's degree. So, as my son stated, times is hard out here. I get it. Times are hard and people are hurting. And, we can sit back and we can wait for whoever to get voted into office. And we can hope that they turn things around. But I'm here to tell you this. In this life, nothing comes for free. In this life, there's always going to be struggles. Listen, rich people struggle. Millionaires have struggles because money is not the answer to all the world's problems. So, being a young man, not really having a stable, solid male role model that I could look up to. Yeah, I had the football coaches. Yes, I had my teachers, my male teachers in school and what have you. But it's not the same, and it wasn't the same. But the military gave me something that football never did. The military gave me structure. It taught me how to lose all the individuality that we all have on a daily basis. It's all about me, I. Well, see, the military is based on a team concept. And the military teaches you how to move and thrive in a cohesive manner as one unit. So, yes, in law enforcement, a lot of what I learned in the military was very applicable. But I don't think that I would have been as successful in my law enforcement career had I not had a military career. So as my son stated, there are many pros to going into the military, many pros. And as he stated, the military is not like how it was when I was in. Now, you got so many other opportunities. You have the Air Force, you have the Navy. People always say, well, I don't want to go in the military because I don't want to go to war. I don't want to go to war. But, to be realistic, just because you go into the military don't mean you're going to war. I mean, yeah, war is something that could happen, but hell, you can get hurt right in your neighborhood. You could get shot and killed right in your own neighborhood. So at some point in life, you gotta look at how I can benefit by taking a chance doing this, or how I know that I am not going to thrive, continue to do this very same thing that has gotten me nowhere. So, I don't want to hold you because, like I said, he did a very good job breaking down the pros of going into the military, and I think that he touched on a lot of good points. And I tell you right now, I'm just a guy on YouTube, but because of the decisions that I made when I was younger, yeah, I'm just a guy on YouTube, but I have a very good life because of those decisions. So, as I said, people that have money still have problems. Just because you have money, just because you have a big house, don't mean you don't still have problems. But I would like to think that because of my military experience, I wouldn't be at this point in life had I not gone through those experiences. So, as I said, if you're somebody or someone who's not sure about the direction you're going in, not sure about your career path, do your research and see what the military has to offer. Because as my son stated, they got every job they have out in the civilian sector, they have in the military. All you got to do is just take the plunge. All you got to do is just take the chance. But oftentimes, we would rather give 1,000 excuses as to why we can't do something, as to why we not only can do it, but should do it. Sometimes it takes a person to be at the lowest of lows to give something that makes sense an opportunity. Well, family, I don't want to hold you. I appreciate everything that you guys do to make my son's channel successful. And always remember, be more today so you can be better tomorrow. Peace.